What's up, YouTube? I am back with another video. I'm in Pittsburgh, and I'm in Pittsburgh because I am looking at a house. So this could be the start of the infamous, bounce house 2.0, the THP house. And I don't know what the house is gonna look like, I have no clue, but today I'm gonna go look at one. And that is all the detail I will include. Anyways, today I did some I warmed up. Then I did some sprint drills, some dynamic flexibility, and then I got into my sprints, which you guys are seeing here. Some of the reps were cut out, and that is because my phone overheated, but there's a couple good ones here that you guys can see. Focus here was just pushing as aggressively as I possibly could and keeping a pretty stiff hand, because when I do that, I tend to keep my lower leg a little stiffer as well, maybe like a writing reflex type thing, and I tend to push a little better. Then I went into the weight room. This is a friend's gym in Pittsburgh. So if you guys, just outside Pittsburgh, kind of near Youngstown actually, Youngstown State. And this gym is where I would recommend people come if they're in the area. Terry's a good friend of mine. I used to work for him actually. So if you guys are around the area and you need a good place to train, highly recommend it. It's called Grassetti Performance. So a lot of my videos will be filmed here from now on. So maybe you'll get to see Terry in some of the videos, the owner of the gym. Great dude. Anyways, did some hang cleans, and I have a goal of doing more weight in hang cleans this year. I don't know how heavy I'm gonna go, but I would like to go heavier. They don't have blocks, which kind of sucks to pull from because I can't pull from the floor. But the only issue with that is when you drop the bar, you don't really have anything to catch the plates. You have to just drop it down yourself, which is a lot of load on your back and a lot of eccentric strength to be able to do that. But that's one of the goals I have this year. I ended up working up to 135. And it felt pretty good. The bar was moving really fast. My wrist has been the issue for why I couldn't do those. I think I fractured it when I was boxing one day, literally 2 years ago when I lived in Pittsburgh last. But today I was able to do them and they felt good. So hopefully get that up, again, towards that mid 200 mark like it was in the past. I never really had that strong of a hang clean in the past, but I would like to hit that now. Anyways, then I did some modified single leg press, and this was really kind of a trial and error thing. I hadn't tried it before, and so I wanted to see how it felt on a hip sled. Usually I do this on a leg press, but the hip sled is set up a little bit differently, and it just did not work for me whatsoever. So kind of unfortunate because I was looking forward to trying that out, but that's okay. I did a different lift for my knee extensors, and as you guys know, my hips are wrecked, so single leg deep range or big ranges of motion for me tend to work best because it gives my hip a little bit more freedom to move. Last time I did full range of motion stuff though with my leg, my meniscus or ACL, I think it was both maybe, got a little bit flared up. So I have been being a little bit careful with some of the loading. And then I got into some modified, safety bar front squats. And I'm doing these because I like the counterbalance of the weights. And my friend Dean Jackson, XX Can Flex is his name on Instagram. He works with a lot of big leaguers, but he has the same issue with his hips. So he did these squats on a story and I was like, oh, I definitely want to try those out. And they felt pretty freaking good. I was doing box squats with them, and that's just because it, holds me accountable with depth and really trains the concentric aspect of the lift, which I tend to suck at. Also, starting strength when you're coming off the box. Honestly, box squats are what they are. It doesn't really matter. The thing that I'm trying to do is just find creative ways to load my legs heavily. And so this is the lift that I picked. And I ended up working up to 215. I was doing between 6 and 10 reps on these. Getting in and out of that thing is a bitch. So got into it here. I had 25, 25s on each side. I think the bar is either 65 or 75. I'm not sure. But I did, let's see, I guess we'll see with 65. So I did 215. I don't even know how many reps I did. So you guys, you can count for me. On these, my heels come a little bit off the ground, but these feel way more comfortable for me than any other squat variation, honestly. Deep squats and stuff, like I said, flared up my meniscus and Achilles really bad last time. And I was like, I am not messing with these anymore. It is not worth it. And I will do what I can to get the loading in my legs. So I did that set and it was pretty hard. Definitely felt quite a bit of loading in my hips and my quads, but it was a good solid stimulus. Then I got into some RDLs. So these are posterior chain work, and I'm doing this because I've been having some issues with my hamstring. I always do posterior chain work at the end of sessions. If you are on THP, you know that there is a hefty dose of posterior chain work at the end of sessions. And the reason I put it at the end is because you get so much posterior chain work during the actual sprints themselves, the hang cleans, even squats to some degree. And so I put them at the end of the workout because it is kind of an accessory lift. I didn't used to program very heavy, lifts for them, but this time I decided to, or I guess in recent years, I have been programming heavier and heavier weights for them. So if you guys watch Isaiah's video, he does a lot of heavy hip thrusts, whether single leg or double leg. He also does what I'm doing here, which is glute ham raise. And so I did some glute ham raise because I wanted to get something where I had knee flexion and extension, as well as just hip extension and flexion like the RDLs. So I did these, and these felt pretty good. In the spot where my hamstring hurts, I actually felt it a good bit, which is a good thing because I am trying to load that muscle and help it adapt. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Like, comment, give me a subscription, a sub, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.